Again, we're outside of Clearbrook, Minnesota. This is the Enbridge Clearbrook terminal right here. This is a stop line 3, no line 3 march to protect the sacred. They came out here to just let Enbridge know that they are willing to come out to this little remote area in the middle of their infrastructure and say they don't want this here anymore in Minnesota. They came out here, and that's where we're at. It's also Indigenous Peoples Day, so it's sort of Indigenous Peoples Day celebration by coming out here and letting them know that folks letting them know that they want that.
Terminal. This is also the point across the street that the Koch brothers lines come. A bit of oil in this terminal is tar sands from Alberta on Indigenous land up there. From here, the oil in the Koch brothers lines goes to Minneapolis, where many of you are. Line 3, which is over here, the new line will be built along the Koch brothers lines for part of the way. That building you see across from you, some parts of it are new and have just been built. That is a pump station for all these lines. But line 3 will not be built because we are here to stop it. It will never be built.
Yeah, Jesse does. Jesse does? Oh, yeah, he does.
Again, thanks for joining us here in Clearbrook, Minnesota, just outside of Clearbrook, Minnesota. This Indigenous Peoples Day celebration is a march to protect the sacred. Right here, we're between these two giant oil terminals. This is the Koch brothers oil terminal, and this is Enbridge's oil terminal, where line 3 will come eventually. Already, I think there's that pipelines here, but there's a new project that's going to be coming in. Enbridge likes to call it a replacement project. People always call it a relocation, a whole new pipeline, all these different things. But it definitely is going to be put in way more tar sands than the previous pipeline that was in place, with the expectation of kind of accelerating it over time. So usually it's like half flow, and then a few years later they want to double it. That's happening already in the Dakota Access Pipeline in North Dakota, where it's like this was what the flow was, but now like, oh wait, we can put more through now, and now that's usually what happens every time a pipeline goes in. It starts to flow through it. Well, this is be around, and thanks a lot for following. So this is going to be a round dance out here. If you don't know, there was a movement called Idle No More about water rights that began in Canada. They did round dances all over internationally in solidarity, and also like in different intersections to bring attention to water issues in Canada. An international sort of indigenous movement. I can't remember the year, 2014, I guess. So yeah, so the round dancing here, folks around again, really harkening back to that movement. And here again, we're in Minnesota. This is a tar sands pipeline they'll be trying to put through here, and folks are opposed to it. It's basically at the end of the permitting process right now. If you haven't been following, right now they have to sort of update their environmental impact study water and make a barrel of tar sands, bitumen, diluted bitumen. And that's what's going through these pipelines. And if you don't know what diluted bitumen is, if it breaks, it doesn't act like water into its different sort of components. Just some information. Again, we're here in Clearbrook, currently a round dance going on for this Indigenous. So there's a vehicle now who's like wants to get through the round dance. There's some marshals that are holding it off here. If you look down the road, there's a vehicle right there. All right, everyone. Yeah, we're marching up.
Beautiful people.
Let's get up front of it really quick, and then we'll just we're gonna do an outro and take it down. We're just marching back out of here, everybody. Thanks for joining us. No, we're in the flag choir. Joe have the profile and Securitas. What? What?
Did y'all do the profile on Securitas as one of the...
Oh yeah, sometime. They're always around. So G4S.
Oh, right.
Where's the sheriff? But I did
I guess we can go
Stop line 3! Stop line 3!
It's starting to move now.
Stop line 3.
Stop line 3!
So it looks like this march. The march is trying to go around the vehicle, and the vehicle started moving forward. The marshals line up in front of it to like use their bodies to stop it from going through the humans with their human bodies. And now we're kind of holding this space.
Stop line 3! Stop line 3! Stop line 3! Stop line 3! Stop line 3!
All right, there you go. Hey! All right. Yeah, so that vehicle was trying to move through the round dance, and there was like marshals who lined up in front of it. And then as soon as the march started moving, it started trying to edge through the people. Marshal lined up in front of it as well. There's also a sheriff that was on looking this all kind of go down. But, you know, everyone's cool, everyone's fine. Again, we're here. This is Indigenous Peoples Day. We're outside the Enbridge Clearbrook terminal. You can see it right here. All of these, like, it's like a pump station, so I have all these pipes. They have to go to different places. You usually see high tension power lines along a pipeline route because you need to make a pump station to push all the oil through these pipelines. And so usually the first process is a road, high tension power lines, and then fossil fuel infrastructure. So anytime you see that start to begin in your area, they're probably going to build some sort of infrastructure in the area when they start bringing in high tension power lines, because they want to power the pump stations. It has little to do with the people. It's just powering these pump stations to get this oil through the area. Alright, so we're going to try to get back in front of this march. Again, we're heading out of the area. The whole goal was to come here. They wanted to come here because it's sort of like it's Enbridge's company's territory. You can see the fence, the barbed wire, the big Enbridge, about like how moving all these pipelines to new corridors and stuff like that. Right now, now they're trying to put line 3 through. And it's a super remote, so like you've seen a lot of like different actions and climate justice places we've come, where there's a lot of people, but the more remote you get, there's less people, and also like the stakes usually go up because there's like infrastructure and all the laws that go into protecting infrastructure like that. The police sort of have given these messages on you, saying that these are like important points of infrastructure, and this is kind of going on all across the country, and so no. local media organization, media project. Thanks so much for our donations, for everyone who's given us any donations. But if you go to our website, unicornriot.ninja, click donate. There's like a whole bunch of different ways you can support us. Again, you're watching this for free. There are no ads. As you notice, you're not being interrupted by any ads. And we have intentions to keep it that way. There's also no paywalls. We just want to be able to bring information to the public. We're a Creative Commons project. All of our content is Creative Commons, non-commercial, share alike. Thanks for joining us again. And make sure.
I always got a chance.
Really quick. Again, we're now this marching out of the area.
Honor our rights! Respect our treaties! Honor our rights! Respect our treaties! Honor our rights! Respect our treaties! Our treaties! Honor our rights! Respect our treaties! Protect the sacred! Protect the sacred!
I'm just gonna do for Indigenous Peoples Day, a march on to protect the sacred. Again, I was going to say it one more time. This is Lorenzo with Unicorn Riot. We're here for a march to protect the sacred in Clearbrook, Minnesota. It is Indigenous Peoples Day here across the nation. People wanted to celebrate by saying no to Line 3.
Enbridge line!
So we want to bring out...
Enbridge kill!
Yeah, so like tons of petroleum products now to move by this area. You can see all this going on. So each of these pipes is probably a pipeline. You can see all the valves on top. You can see the Enbridge Clearbrook station. Yeah, you can smell it. Yeah, it's supposed to smell up here. Petroleum pipeline. So I think it's still live.
Stop line 3! Stop line 3!
Where the pipelines run through the states. If you look it out, it's very... Yeah, they all go to Clearbrook. So if you start at Clearbrook, you're going to see all these lines that go out of it in the satellite imagery.
When I say climate, you say justice. Climate.
Justice!
Climate.
Justice!
You want to say anything else to close it out? Yeah?
Climate.
I mean,
Climate.
Justice!
Climate.
I think it's super powerful to see all these people here today that traveled all the way to northern Minnesota, right here on Enbridge's doorstep. There's local towns and stuck in the same entrenched economy that we are, you know? We want our people to have jobs, we want our people to be able to feed their children, but we don't want them to have to destroy the planet to do it. And so, yeah, it's a powerful Indigenous Peoples Day.
I was asking about Indigenous Peoples Day, but yeah, it's Indigenous Peoples Day. This is how folks spent Line 3, respect treaty rights. Still here. It's still live now. But yeah, it's good to be out in Clearbrook. I think that people don't understand what this infrastructure is plopped in the middle of Minnesota wilderness.
Lakes and cabins and woods and all of it.
It's nice to the shadow of the pipe, the oil tanks.